Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi will go to United States this week as part effort to repair tense relations of two countries in midst growing geopolitical crises. Wang will visit Washington between October 26-28, meet U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and President Joe Biden's National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan. After the authorities went to Blinken other senior officials in June. The disputes between the U.S., Washington and Beijing are eager to ensure that the conflicts do not enter into conflict and to work together on mutual concern. Other U.S. politicians have traveled to China since Blinken's visit. California Governor Gavin Newsom is currently to discuss climate change in the country. An official informed about condition of anonymity reporters said, "We continue believe that it is the best way bring challenging problems of face-to-face diplomacy, deal with mispeading and wrong communication and discover working with Chinese where our interests intersect," news agency said. In his statement to Associated Press news agency, it is possible that meetings will discuss a number of issues, including Israeli-Hamas conflict, Ukrainian war and increasing tension in South China Sea. While Washington sent military aid to Israel-Ukraine, Beijing has approached Russia since February 2022 and called for a ceasefire between Israel-Hamas. A second official said that the United States will push the Chinese to adopt a more constructive approach to both. Hopes for the XI-Bidet meeting on Monday. Wang organized phone calls with Israeli foreign ministers and Palestinian Authority and expressed the sorrow that suffered civilian pain as a result of the conflict. Washington gave importance to China's ability to influence Iran. During a hurricane trip Middle East last week, Blinken asked Beijing to use effective Beijing in region ensure that conflict with Wang does not expand. Wang's trip takes place about 3 weeks before the Asian-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit in San Francisco, where there are expectations of President Joe Biden and Chinese President Xi Jinping. The U.S. officials did not confirm the leaders' meeting and did not say whether Wang's visit would be prepared for such a meeting. Beijing has not yet approved whether 11 would go to San Francisco for the annual APEC summit. U.S.-China relations since 2018. Trade has been worsening like state in northwest region Sincan. Militarization of South China Sea. Increasing pressure on self-ruled Taiwan Island and origins COVID-19. Biden and Xi recently met on the sides of the 20 meeting groups in Indonesia in November 2022. At that time, they agreed continue negotiations, establish working groups on certain issues and expand the changes from person. U.S. officials said that regional disputes in Southeast Chinese seas will also be on the agenda and Washington is deeply concerned with China's destabilizing dangerous actions in South China Sea. This week, the U.S. Coast Guard ships accused the